Greetings. See the links in the text below to watch parts 1 and 2 of this 3-part series. Today, let's continue with the following great news excerpt from Nicholas Carr's book, The Shallows, which, by the way, was a Pulitzer Prize finalist and has been published in over 25 languages. It's been called a modern classic. Carr says in his book, quote, "And so, beyond the slightly shocking discovery that we have unwittingly programmed ourselves to be shallow thinkers, here lies the flip side salvation. Since the modification of our brain wiring happened with astounding speed, the process of reversing that modification can be equally fast. One might wallow in a bad thinking habit for years, but that doesn't mean the bad habit took years to develop or will take years to unwind. Indeed, thinking protocol can be changed almost instantly, within days or even hours." End quote. So, how do we do that? Especially by reading hard copy books, rather than spending all day flipping around online. As Carr notes, spending time with a non-hyperlinked written page encourages deep thinking and critical analysis. And Carr says, people who read linear text comprehend more, remember more, and learn more than those who read online text peppered with links. Discussing what he calls cognitive overload, Carr states, and I quote, "Our working memory is limited to downloading only tiny incremental doses of information into our long-term memory. Think filling a bathtub one thimbleful at a time in order to develop a richer and deeper thinking process. One must enter information into long-term memory in a slow and orderly way." End quote. Avoid multitasking. Discover flow activities that require sustained concentration. For me, besides the daily reading, there is hiking long and hard with my hounds, mowing the lawn, fixing something in the garage, the early morning chats while over an espresso with my wife Diana. But back to reading a hard copy book. Carr says it's probably the most potent and always available antidote to computer-generated flighty thinking. Here's how I see it. Ultimately, it's a trade-off as we leave the computer to pick up a book, to spend less time entertaining ourselves short-term in order to spend more time satisfying ourselves long-term, while reducing anxiousness real-time. And no small thing to get ahead in our work and ahead of our competitors. For me, it hasn't been just a simple luxury or that I was on some kind of a knowledge quest. Reading has been a therapeutic balancing of the necessary hours I spend gyrating on the web and coping with the fire hose of daily input. It's brain therapy. In the cognitive sense, reading combined with internet exploration makes thinking both linear and adaptable. It's much like combining weightlifting with aerobics in order to gain both strength and resiliency. Contrast the body of the bodybuilder with that of the long-distance runner. As an overall package, wouldn't something in between look and function better? And it's true, the Work the System method is about developing a linear, critical thinking mindset. Being able to refine thinking to be more deliberate and less flighty is, no question, a very good thing. And for a business owner, note this advantage of getting hard focused. With so many of your business competitors unable to concentrate and think critically, while wastefully expending time being entertained or chemically numbing themselves against the incessant input, your efforts to become the best in your field will become that much more effective. And your personal and home life, much, much better. Just look around. Shallow and inefficient thinking abounds, and that's good news for you. It's time. Go ahead and pick up that book.